Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video on the VW Up. Last time you saw us, we were trying to pull across that chassis leg from a car which apparently shouldn't have had any chassis damage, but did. I was unsuccessful doing that. It required more pull than I could muster, even with a professional tool, the dozer that you can see there in the background, hopefully. So it went off to the body shop, and I went off for a holiday for a week and a bit, and I came back and the body shop had done exactly what they promised to do, which was to pull that chassis leg over and get everything lined back up again. So I'm not sure if you've seen the previous video. If you haven't, then have a look up here in the corner and you'll be able to review that and see what it looks like. But essentially what we had was an impact coming across the car this way. It left this body line here, this panel gap between wing and the bonnet. That was fine. It was all straight at about 5mm, but across this side, on the driver's side, because we're in the UK, we had a nice V-shaped gap between bonnet and wing. And that was due to this chassis leg down here having been pulled across. And you could tell that from the engine mount, which is back there, etc, etc. So the body shop had done a cracking job for me. They have refitted the new, they've fitted the new rad pack that I bought and put back together. Bought from VW directly, just seemed easier. They've refitted the crash bar, as you can see here. Everything lines up perfectly, which is amazing. And so I have to say a big thank you to Universal down in Nuneaton in Attleborough, and Ricky, and they've done an absolutely cracking job on this for me. But yeah, we've now got quite a bit of extra work to do, got some things to refit, and hopefully soon we will be able to drive the Up around. Wobbly cam mode. Right, so hose, that's in the right place, that's the plug for that. And it comes onto, I don't know if you can see down here, I can try and get the torch in for you. I don't know if this will make things better or worse. Do you see that? Probably not. But basically there's a clip there, and there's a peg, and there's a locating peg. Don't know if you can see that. Right here, I'll stick my finger down. See that? Right there, there's your locating peg for this to go into that slot. Try and do this with one hand is fun. Right, I might just have to do that and bring you back. Alrighty, so there we are. Everything's back on. I need to hook up the fan, so I'm going to probably put it on the ramp to do that. It's only a plug, but I can't see from the top where it goes. It needs a washer bottle, or the washer bottle, and the washer pump plugging back in. I've got the washer bottle. I know where it goes, but getting the washer bottle pump in is awkward, and needs filling with coolant. Then we can take it for a run around the block. So now dashboard is all back in. However, because the crash data is still stored in the car, we're going to have an airbag light on, so that'll be the next job. So I'll do an auto scan. And what this will do, this will scan all of the various modules in the car and report back all the errors that it can see. So there's one there for ABS brakes, which is weird. But anyway, we'll get a summary at the end of it. We'll clear the codes and then rescan and see how many of them come back. You can get lots of different tools to do this nowadays. I did try with Carly and my ODB2 reader, but for some reason it wouldn't connect to the Up. So I've had to come back to an old copy of VCDS I've got, which has got a couple of VINs on it. They sell it on a per VIN basis, so you can buy 3, 5, 10, 100 I think, or maybe even unlimited, but have a look on the website, it'll tell you all about it. So anyway, so let's clear the codes. So it's erasing those now. Stuff's bonging, not sure why. Okay, so DTCs have been erased and it will rescan. I suspect we're going to get at least one back here. So ABS brakes and steering assist. So let's have a look in here. Oh, okay, missing calibration basic setting. Oh, we could try clearing that. But it's gonna, yeah, so that's a hard code that's logged. So in order to sort that, I'll need to do security access, put the code in. Okay, that enables things to happen. Go in basic settings, and down here we should have a steering angle sensor. Okay, that's not good. Aborted due to malfunction. Show measuring data. I'm turning the steering wheel, as you can see, but it's not changing on there, which is not good. Alright, back again. Another day, another dollar. So, as you saw a minute ago, that steering angle sensor didn't want to sort itself out. So, what I mean by sort itself out is it didn't want to accept the basic settings. So I've done a bit of digging, done a bit of research. I think the problem is the clock spring. So what's happened is the airbags have gone off. They've gone off with such force they've even cracked some of the multifunction buttons on the steering wheel. They all do seem to work, and if you do have a faulty clock spring, sometimes one of the symptoms is that those buttons don't work. That's not the case for us, but the steering angle sensor seems to be a part of that clock spring from what I can ascertain. So we'll find out if that's true or not in a minute when we change the thing. So I've been to VW, I've got a new clock spring. Let's try and fit that now. So first things first then, we need to take the airbag off the steering wheel. So first things first, need to disconnect the negative terminal on the battery. So that's a 10mm. Alright, so let's get 10mm on. Now you're supposed to wait 15 minutes after, or a minimum of 15 minutes after you disconnect the negative battery terminal before you disconnect the airbag. So next job then is to get this airbag off the steering wheel. Sorry, weird noises, weird sound inside the car. So your airbag is now coming off. So you can get behind it. There's a little multifunction button clip here which needs to come out. So we press that in, pull it out, that one comes away. Then there's the airbag button, the airbag connector. So the airbag connector has a little white clip on it that needs picking out like so that you can then pull the connector off and the airbag comes away. To undo the bolt, they call it a 4 square, this is a 12 point, so I'm going to need to get the ratchet and the 12 point adapter, which is over there in the trolley, so bear with me a second, I'll be back. We've got the bolt out. Now there is, I don't know if you can see this, hopefully it's focused, but there is a mark here on the top of the wheel and there is a corresponding mark on the steering column. Those two things need to line up. So that helps you putting the steering wheel on straight. Now I've checked to make sure that the wheels are straight, and you can probably see down there, hopefully, the wheels are indeed straight. So next job, take the steering wheel off. So need to get the bottom shroud off. Couple of little torques there. And the thing should come away. Certainly enough for us to get to the clock spring. Obviously I'm going to lose them, so I'll put them in that centre section there, and they no doubt will disappear off somewhere else. What the hell? What's in the bottom? Okay, so now we've got another three torques, one at the bottom, two up top. Can't mess that up. So genuine VW clock spring. Does it look the same? It does indeed look the same. So that should be good to go. Put that up there. Next thing then. Oh, that's awful. We don't want that. No, no, no. Well, there's two plugs here at the bottom. Two plugs, one plug. Looks like one plug. Well, that doesn't want to come out, does it? Right, so let's pull the cable out from the side, tease it out, there we go. So there's a little cable channel that runs here. This clock spring should now come off, yes. And the new one should be able to go on in its place. Nice and smooth. Smooth. Yes. Okay. So I'll put this back together with the screws, and I'll come back in a sec. Right, so the clip's back in. Got to reroute that cable around there. Come on, fella, in you go. Nice and easy. So then the tag can come off. That's the thing to keep it sort of in line, to stop it going mad. So next, put the shroud back on. Top shroud, bottom shroud, steering wheel on. We'll see if it's fixed the problem. Like they say, refitting is the reverse of removal. So clock spring on, everything bolted back together. Let's go put the battery on and see if the airbag goes off. Okay, airbag hasn't gone off yet. Okay, still complaining. Let's see if we get VCDS on the go, Vagcom, whatever you want to call it, and see if it's fixed it. One run through with VCDS, cleared the codes again. I think that may have cleared it. Let's have a look. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, all the lights are out except for the driver's seatbelt light. I haven't got my seatbelt on because I'm in the garage. So yeah, that's it fixed. Awesome. Finally, no more error codes on the up. Other jobs to do then, or other jobs that need finishing off. So one of the things that got badly damaged during the crash was the arch liner. Now the arch liner doesn't need to go in yet because the paint shop needed out in order to do the paint work. But I have used some metal staples. I think I showed you this previously. If not, apologise, but there's plenty of videos on YouTube on how to do it. So I've stitched that together, but from the other side you can see light through it still. So our plan is to apply some sealer to the back, probably going to be Tiger Seal or equivalent, just to make sure that that's watertight. Might give it just a little bit of extra strength as well. It will be flexible, and same is true with the other one, although the other one's not as bad. So a little bit there, there's a bit somewhere else, there you go, a little bit there, so that one's okay. So there's that to do too. Another thing we have had done at lunchtime today, got the car aligned, so you can see originally the toe was out, and that may be due to the accident, may just be due to the rough roads, but they managed to get it in line. That caster's nothing to worry about, they tell me, so that's all good. We need to get the car off to the body shop to get the front bumper painted. That's all ready to get painted now, and I've got a new centre part to go in as well. So is that to do. That is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and if you've made it all the way to the end, you are awesome, and thank you very much for doing that. That really helps out the algorithm. Like and subscribe if you want, share it with your friends, your family, even your boss, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm guessing that the next one will be once the up comes back from the paint shop and it's all painted and back together, and we'll take it out for a nice proper drive, give it a bit of a test drive, give it a bit of a, maybe a little bit of a review. Would anyone want to see that? Does anybody care what driving a 1 litre TSI up is like? And then we'll talk about what's next for the up. Will we sell it? Will we keep it? Will we do something else? Anyway, so that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.